Alright, what is going on, guys? So, this video is it kind of hits hard because for the longest time I've been, stuttering, and only recently has it been really fixed. The sole purpose of me making this video is to help someone who is in my exact position and hopefully, help them to overcome this challenge. And I totally get what it feels like because I've been in that same situation, same path, same uh, scenario, and it sucks. So before I get started, I want to say who I am. So I have been studying, let me see, I've only noticed it from like the first grade, really. First grade is when I started to like develop my English after coming to the US. So that's when I started to develop the stutter. So that's when I was around, I think seven, uh, like yeah, so 7 to 8 years. Yeah, I think I was around that age. So yeah, I was around 7 or 8 years old, and I just started to stutter. Up until like literally 2 years ago. So that's what right now I'm 21. So like up until 19 years. So I studied for about 11 years, 12 years around there. Um, and really it was a vicious cycle of like, just keep studying and keep studying. And the fact that it sucks is, let me just lay it out for you who, like, if you've never studied, you probably will not get. But imagine you have like a presentation or something that's due. Like, even, like, let's even forget about the presentations. Let's focus on, let's say you go out and you're just ordering food, and the guy asks you, like, hey, what do you want to order? Like, it's hard to get out the words. Like, bro, like, you have a guy that's asking you a question, right? It's asking you a question, and you're right here. You can't get it out. Like, it's just the words are just trapped, right? It sucks. And many people, like, if you've been trying to find a cure, people will just tell you to go to therapy. Go to therapy. Like, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna waste your time. I'm just gonna get to the point. Like, therapy, like, it works for some people. For me, I couldn't afford therapy. Like, literally, bro, like, it's like $100, $200 per session, and you're just wasting time. Just okay, they're just gonna tell you to say the same stuff. Like they all say the same stuff. It's just okay. Relax your shoulders, breathe deeply. Like, bro, if I'm if I'm like in a social scenario, it's not like I'm gonna just like randomly just stop there, like drop my shoulders and start breathing and then speak. Like, you have to like speak on the fly, right? Like, so that basically just, it sucks because society doesn't really give you a legitimate cure for the stutter. It's just go to therapy. Like, the therapist will fix you up. It might work for some people. For me, it didn't. So if that feels like you, uh, this video is for you. So we're gonna cut to the chase, and we're gonna get directly to the point. So there's really 3 steps to stop studying. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And the first step, or before we even like begin the steps, I want to say that you know everything in life is compounding. So When I realized that I was like in stuttering like constantly, I always realized I had like a lower self-esteem than what some other people would, like above, like below average, I'm sorry, below average, like self-esteem, because of the fact that, I didn't have a good self-image of myself. But yeah, like these three things really tackles that and also like fix it. And again, there's really no cure for stuttering. At the end of the day, there's no cure. Like whatever I say now might not work for you, but it worked for me. So I'm gonna tell you, try it for a month. If it doesn't work, tell me in the comments. How about that? So to start off with, first thing you want to do is sleep. And you're probably like, huh? Like, are you good, bro? Like, you just told me to sleep? Nah. So sleep is like one of the most like critical aspects of stuttering, because I notice when I get less sleep, I'll stutter more. That's because like I guess it's the tiredness or my vocals being tired, so it's not strong enough to articulate the words. I don't know the science behind it. All I know is it worked for me. It's gonna work for you, hopefully. So sleep, and I would recommend around, like people say, 7 to 8 hours. No, 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 no. Get to 9 to 10 hours. Okay, that's step one. Step two, exercise. Now, before you're like, oh, like I do exercise, I do this, I do this. No, 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 no. The thing you're doing, like even if you don't exercise right now and you exercise and it's gonna help you, right? But let's say you exercise right now and actually, you know what? Like we'll get into like what happens like when you do all three of these things already and it's you still stutter. Like I'll get into that. But okay, let's focus on the exercise. So exercise, what you want to do is preferably like a 1 mile run every single day. Every single day. And again, this can be like, in the neighborhood, this can be on a treadmill. Really doesn't matter, just as long as you're just running for a mile, like a mile, or you can just jog for like 15-30 minutes. That also works. Like if you don't know like what a mile is measured in, like let's say you don't have a gym nearby and you just have like, like your house or something, like literally just jog in your house for like 30 minutes. Trust me, it'll help. And again, like this, the second step is gonna help you for the first step. Because if you run like a mile a day every single day, you're gonna get tired. Like you're gonna get tired. You're gonna want to sleep, um, and that's gonna help you sleep better. So sleeping 9 to 10 hours, and then exercising around 1 mile a day. And then to branch off into this as well, make sure that for the exercising part of it, if you're a man, if you're a male, do weightlifting. And then if you're a female, you can do like light weights or like yoga or like any type of exercise. Like if you like even if you want to build muscle as a female, that's fine. But yeah, that should help. And then so that's sleep and exercise. The third part of it is really coming down to, and I hate to say this, but it's gonna be your mindset. Now, what I mean by mindset is, let's say that you've always studied your whole life and you start to do these, you start to sleep, you start to exercise, and like you've already been doing this, you probably do this every single day, and then you still stutter. The problem is with the mindset. Like, what I mean by that is, if you've never heard of the placebo effect, look it up. But basically, like, if you don't think if you don't think you can overcome it, like you're not gonna overcome it, bro. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, if you don't think you can climb a tree, you're never gonna climb it up. You're never gonna even try. What I would recommend you do, try the first two steps. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Just tell yourself it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Like, it's going to work. And again, I'll go back to like your alternate options here. Your alternate options are, no, no, no. Let me actually write down your alternate um, options here. So, is to first they'll say therapy, second they'll say some singing, third they'll say some deep breaths. Like, bro, like therapy, like you really want to go and pay someone $200 every single day or like every single week and just like have them tell you to do deep breathing, drop your shoulders, like do this, like practice in the mirror, like, bro, like, no, it's off. Singing, like, bro, I was literally researching this a couple of years ago, and people, like, I literally searched up, like, how to stop stuttering, and people would be like, oh, just, like, sing when you talk. Like, bro, like, what do you expect? Like, you're in a public setting and you start singing when you talk. Like, people are gonna think you're literally like you're either high or you're like you have some sort of problem. Like, generally, you have some sort of problem. So, don't don't sing like randomly. Just like start singing when the dude like tells you to like, hey sir, like what do you want to order? You start singing, oh, I want a burger. Like, bro, like he's gonna think you're mental. And then third step is deep breaths. You're in public and you start like, again, that's socially awkward. Don't do this. These this is where you want to be. This is like, these three steps is where you want to be. So uh first thing you do when you get off this video, exercise. You're gonna run a mile. If you have weights, do weights. Uh, if you don't have weights, do like body weight exercises, and this can go for both genders, like just staying fit in general. That's good. And then again, the step two is correlated to step one, which is sleep. So sleep, sleep for at least 9-10 hours a day. So like normally, if you sleep from let's say 11 to, or I'm sorry, like, yeah, so like 11 to 5, like sleep a little earlier, like from 9, or like, like, and 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 to get sleep better, I would recommend you to, like not be on your phone. Literally just go off your phone and sleep. And then both of these, and then pair it with the mindset. Mindset is, after doing these things, you will stop studying. And that's my guarantee. You'll stop studying. And again, this is from like 11 years of knowledge. Like, I've tried almost everything, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, again, I've never went to therapy. That might be the cure, but again, I'm not paying someone $200 to just tell me that I'm breathing. And again, if you're a therapist, I totally understand. Like, I respect it, but I'm personally not gonna go down that route. And I don't want you uh, to do that either, like especially if you're young, you're broke, like, bro, like you cannot afford that. And so this is literally free. Like, exercising is free. You can literally just move your arms and legs, and then you can literally just like sleep on the floor. Like, it's literally free, bro. Like, do this, your mindset again free. This come back to me saying that this doesn't fix your problem, and we can talk, but this should fix it. Like, I've been doing this for the past 2 years, and it's like, I want to say, like, again, like, I'm not 100% fixed. Like, even in this video you probably heard me like stutter at least twice. Like, it's not really noticeable, but again, like, I know that I did. Again, it's not gonna be like, oh, okay, you do this like one day, it's fixed forever. No, no, no. That's not how it works. See, I've been doing this for 2 years consistently, and it's that I've been doing this, and like, you have to understand that I've been doing it consistently every single day, or like mostly like every other day, like trying to be as consistent as possible. And like, I had to keep on doing it, because if you do it for one day, you stop for a week, you stop doing it, and boom, you're back to square one. So it's how badly you want to get there. It's how badly you want this scenario. Okay, think of this scenario. Like, it's how badly you just, like, imagine he asks you a question. Imagine he asks you a question. You just directly just speak. Like, imagine how confident that is. And again, like, the exercising part of it basically boosts that self-image, and exercising like can be paired with good diets and all of that good stuff. Like, instead of drinking soda, drink water. Like, healthy habits like that is going to improve your self-image. And once your self-image goes up, that's when your stuttering will go down. That's basically the formula I used. It's worked. Again, I've stopped studying. Like, at least I want to say 95% of it is gone. Like, I'll get one or two moments where it just pops up, and it's not even noticeable because of the fact that I keep on doing this, and I just wired into my mind that I'm free of this trap. So hopefully this helped you. If it did, let me know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you found this valuable, please consider subscribing, and hopefully we'll get better together, and have a fantastic day.